WFAA's senior crime and justice reporter Rebecca Lopez has been talking to her sources. She is joining us now on the phone with more on the police response. Now, Rebecca, unfortunately, this is the sort of situation many police officers have a lot of experience responding to in Texas. What do you know about the situation as it stands right now?
Well, Teresa, yes, I was actually talking to the Collin County Sheriff earlier, and he did confirm for me that the shooter was shot because Allen PD engaged him immediately and shot the shooter, and the shooter is deceased. Now, that is what they train for in law enforcement, is to engage first, take the shooter down. That is what they do in active training. As we obviously have saw in Uvalde, that didn't happen there, but they have. A lot of police departments since Uvalde have gone through retraining of officers and what to do and how to engage. And again, that is their number one job when there's an active shooter, is to take the shooter down. Even if there are, victims that need help, it's very difficult sometimes for police officers because they see the victims, but their number one job is to take the shooter down, to stop the threat so that more people do not get shot and killed. And in this situation, Allen PD apparently engaged with the shooter and took that shooter down pretty quickly. He also was saying that there were multiple victims, including children, although would not confirm the number that were taken to hospitals or the number of fatalities, although I am told that there might possibly be several fatalities. No one at this point is confirming that at this point. I do know that the FBI has also been called in. They are en route. As you know, that this is going to be a massive crime scene, so they will have federal law enforcement there as well, ATF, the FBI. They'll also have the Texas Rangers. A lot of law enforcement agencies have responded to help, including Plano, to help Allen PD, because you can imagine it's a smaller department, so they're overwhelmed. Right now, I'm told that the Collin County Sheriff's Department is answering calls. They are taking care of all those 911 calls that come in because people still need help. When there's this massive of a crime scene, there are still other calls that come in. So other police departments are stepping in to help Allen. And that's what the law enforcement community does. They step in, they help, and that's what's going on at the scene when it comes to some of the investigation. Again, Teresa, this is going to be a very massive investigation, and they will need the help of the federal government and the feds in the course of this investigation.
Yeah, just to recap for people who may be joining us right now, this began around 3:30 or 3:40. That's when the first calls came in of a reported shooting. We know since then the suspected shooter has been taken down. Rebecca is telling us right now that happened at the hands of Allen Police. The Collin County Sheriff has also confirmed to Rebecca that there are multiple victims. Rebecca, you talked about the FBI being on the way. We know the ATF is as well. Should that symbolize anything to us about the size of this investigation or exactly what the days to come might have in store?
Well, the FBI has a team that responds whenever some of the smaller departments are involved in, such a massive crime scene, because they know that they're going to need help. That does not mean that the federal government or the FBI is actually going to take over the investigation. Right now, it is Allen PD, but they have experts, and obviously the ATF is going to want to know what type of weapon was used, where that weapon came from, and all of that investigation begins right now. Also, the FBI has a very experienced forensic team, and they will take all of that evidence as well and help Allen PD process it, begin to follow up on this shooter, checking their social media, doing a background on who this person is. Were they working with anyone? Are they part of some group? Or all of that stuff is happening right now in the background as Allen PD deals with the victims. They deal with trying to secure the scene, get people to safety, interview all the witnesses. All of that stuff is being done, but with the help also of the federal government, the FBI, and the ATF, that will begin the more deeper investigation into who this is, how they got the weapon, and all of that that happens in these types of situations, Teresa.
Yeah, Rebecca, and clearly hundreds, if not thousands, of witnesses to this, so many people to talk with and try to get an understanding of exactly what they saw and experienced. WFAA's senior crime and justice reporter, Rebecca Lopez, has been with us. We appreciate your coverage for us tonight, Rebecca. A wealth of knowledge there, many decades of covering news across North Texas, but specifically police, and sadly that means Rebecca has been on the scene for many of these shooting situations, so we appreciate her perspective tonight.